The secret to longevity and masculine vitality has been hidden in plain sight, tucked away in the ancient wisdom of herbal traditions, and validated by the sharp edge of modern molecular biology. If you are a man over the age of 40, you may have felt that subtle shift in your confidence, a quiet retreat of the energy that once defined your younger years. You might have been told that this is simply the inevitable price of time, a reality to be accepted with quiet resignation. I am here to tell you that this narrative is incomplete and perhaps intentionally misleading. Before we peel back the layers of this physiological mystery, please look at the description and the first pinned comment below this video. There, you will find the only verified gateway to the natural solution thousands of American men are using to reclaim their prime. Do not be deceived by the cheap, diluted imitations currently flooding the digital marketplace. Stick to the official source to ensure you receive the potency your body actually requires. To understand why so many men feel hollowed out by time, we must look at the three distinct layers of the erectile system. Most conventional approaches focus on a single, chemical pathway, forcing a reaction that often leaves the body depleted and prone to side effects. But what if the answer was not about forcing a reaction, but about restoring the natural rhythmic function of the vascular and endocrine systems? We are talking about nitric oxide pathways, smooth muscle relaxation, and the delicate hormonal balance that dictates everything from your drive to your daily disposition. Science has known for years that specific botanical compounds can influence these pathways with the same clinical precision as synthetic drugs, yet without the harsh consequences that come from bypassing the body's natural wisdom. Let us begin with icorian, a compound derived from epimedium, often whispered about in ancient botanical texts for its ability to restore vigor. Research suggests that icorian acts as an inhibitor of specific enzymes that would otherwise dampen your natural responses. It does not force the system, it clears the road. Then, consider the power of Tonkat Ali. In clinical studies, this root has shown a remarkable ability to support healthy testosterone levels by freeing up the hormone bound by carrier proteins. It is like opening a dam that has stifled a river for far too long. When the flow is restored, the change in energy, focus, and drive is not just noticeable, it is profound. But we do not stop at vitality. Hormonal health requires a delicate architecture of support. That is where the root of nettle enters the equation. It works silently in the background, modulating the interaction between your hormones and the target tissues, ensuring that the environment remains optimized for masculine wellness. Complementing this is the inclusion of boron. While often overlooked as a mere trace mineral, boron is a master conductor of hormonal regulation. It influences how your body processes free hormones, ensuring that your internal chemical balance stays aligned with a younger, more resilient version of yourself. We must also address the biological infrastructure. The wild yam has been utilized for centuries, and science is now confirming its role in supporting the production of vital precursors within the endocrine system. It is a foundational element, providing the raw materials your body needs to maintain its complexity. Then there is saw palmetto, a staple for men's health that operates by supporting prostatic health and hormonal equilibrium, acting as a protector for the systems that keep you performing at your peak. Finally, we look to sarsaparilla, a plant with a storied history of purifying and sustaining, known to aid in the absorption and efficacy of the other compounds in this matrix. These 7 ingredients combined are not a magic trick. They are a precise, evidence-based strategy. The reason most supplements fail is not because the plants are ineffective, but because they are often sourced at low concentrations or diluted with fillers to shave pennies off the production cost. What we are discussing today is the difference between a watered-down tincture and a scientifically dosed formula that targets those 3 layers of the erectile system with the exact precision required by your physiology. This system operates on the same pathways that once earned researchers a Nobel Prize for understanding how nitric oxide facilitates smooth muscle activity. By utilizing nature's mechanisms rather than synthetic artificial stimulants, you are essentially asking your body to remember how to function as it did years ago. You might ask why you have not heard of this in every corner of the health industry. The answer is as simple as it is unfortunate. Natural compounds cannot be patented in the same way as synthetic molecules. There is little incentive for massive pharmaceutical conglomerates to push long-term restorative herbal solutions when they can sell high-margin, short-term pills that do not address the root cause of the decline. This is why the information remains somewhat obscured, kept in the circles of those who prioritize wellness, prevention, and the long-term integrity of their health over quick-fix solutions that offer only temporary relief. As you consider your path forward, remember that the goal is not just an immediate result, but a sustainable return to health. If you are struggling with performance, confidence, or that persistent feeling of fading vitality, you have the right to seek a solution that is both effective and rooted in nature. Take the time to investigate the research behind these 7 compounds. Look into the studies regarding Icarian's effect on muscle relaxation and Tongkat Ali's impact on hormonal availability. You will find that the science is robust, even if it is not the loudest voice in the room. However, a word of caution remains necessary. Your health is your most valuable asset. Before starting any new regimen, especially if you have existing conditions or are currently taking medication, consult with a qualified professional. Transparency is the hallmark of true health. If you are ready to make a change, do not settle for the diluted versions you find on random shelves. The integrity of these compounds depends entirely on their purity and their dosage. To take the next step toward reclaiming your vitality, click the official link provided in the description and the first pinned comment. This is the only way to ensure you are accessing the specific formula designed with the exact research-backed ratios we have discussed today. Do not let another year pass while you wonder what might have been. The tools are available, the science is clear, and the choice is yours. Click the link now, secure your supply of the original formula, and begin the process of returning to your absolute best. You deserve to live with the confidence and vigor that should be the standard for every man. Your journey toward a more vibrant, capable self starts with this single, informed decision. Invest in your health, trust the evidence, and step forward into a future where you feel like yourself again,